Hey you guys, what's up, what's good, what's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. This is going to be a general message. It's actually really specific. So take it if it fits. If it doesn't, just chuck it in the bucket, move right along. No offense will be taken. They can't all be for us, but that's okay. It just happens sometimes. I just had a really weird moment happen, and as I was getting ready, something came to me, and it's either a very, very close relative, somebody that you knew. You absolutely knew this person before they passed away. You knew them very well. They meant a lot. Or this is a spirit guide. It's an energy that is very loving, very light, very warm and kind. It's also extremely intelligent and has your back, okay? But yes, so this energy came to me and it said, tell them, I need you to tell them. So I'm just going to trust that this message is going to find who it's for. And I said, what do I need to tell them? And I heard almost like a poem being read aloud. It was nice and slow, so I was able to write it down as I heard it. And I got like 3 short verses. What I heard was, my oh my, time after time, they never seem to learn. My oh my, what a shame they will say when it is finally my turn. My oh my, what a change within and without me. My oh my, what a shame for all those that chose to doubt me. My oh my, what a shame, I am finally done. My oh my, look at that. Look who just lost their own game. So like, it doesn't exactly rhyme in order and everything, but like, I could just feel the wheels turning for someone. I knew I had to pass this message on. I knew it was very important. And I feel like you have received messages. You know exactly who I'm talking about, whether it's your guide or an ancestor. It could even be multiple, right? It could be both. But they've been giving you signs and messages, and I don't think the downloads are uploading fast enough. So I feel like I just need to give this message. Let's pull some cards and see exactly what is going on with this. My initial reaction, what I'm first feeling, is that somebody really doubted you, and I feel like it's part of their karma to watch you succeed. But also at the same time, this is like the divine's way of working through you, moving through you, since you are somebody that has that level of faith that the divine can work through you because you allow the divine energy to work through you, right? So I was also getting this energy of somebody was trying to play games with you, and I think it really, really backfired in their face. And the first thing it reminded me of is I spent some time in a romantic situation that this person would always try to prove me wrong. And they couldn't, no matter what. Like, they just couldn't. But they really went out of their way and made it a mission to eventually prove me wrong, even if it's something that's so municipal it doesn't even really matter. And I think it was just the fact that they tried to put me down that they weren't allowed to. Like, the divine was not going to let that happen no matter how much they tried to force it to happen. Which also makes me think of whoever, whatever tried to play games, manipulate, distract you from the goal was foolish, because they didn't necessarily go against your plans. They're going against divine plan, God's plan, the universe's plan, fate and destiny. Acts against fate. It's not like they just go unrecognized. So I think somebody is thrown off. I'm getting this energy of tables turning, and somebody did not see this coming. You knew it was going to happen. It was just kind of a matter of when. Until then, you were just going to have faith, you know? Again, it's because you have that faith that the universe, God, is able to move through you. So let's, like I said, let's pull some cards, see what we get. I kind of want to just get all the cards out. Oh, 444 just now when I looked at the timestamp. Yeah, I'm hitting home for somebody. Why is that reversed? I don't do that. I put cards upright in my deck. That 4 of Cups is reversed, though. kind of want to keep it that way. Yeah, it's like somebody that wanted you to be proven wrong. Somebody wanted you to be like, oh, darn. All right, you got me. Like somebody wanted you to be in that disappointment energy, but you're not to be disappointed. You're not to be made fun of. I'm hearing anymore. Yeah, I think you cut a lot of that energy out. You're standing in your truth. You know who you are. You know what you're capable of, and you choose to stand in that. Other people might choose not to believe that. That's their choice to make. We're not the same. We're not the same. Yeah, because you're sitting at different sides of the table. The Four of Swords. Current energy. Healing, baby. Healing. Incoming energy. And there's that rune again. It keeps coming up. I just heard that's the feast that the divine's been preparing for you. This ain't just any new beginning. This ain't just any blessing. This is your table. Ooh, I just heard it's your time. Wasn't that in here? It's your time. When it is finally my turn. It's your turn. It's, oh my gosh, you guys. In the foundation, we do have the Magician reverse. I really do think somebody was trying to stop and block you, distract you, manipulate you. Just that negative thoughts, the doubts, the fear. I wonder why they wanted me to repeat that. Virgo and Gemini energy coming out. Recent past, Seven of Cups, decisions. What's crowning? I also feel like you've been receiving a lot of messages in your dreams and they don't fully make sense. There's still some level of confusion surrounding interpreting your dreams, but I'm getting the people are who you think they are, even if the face isn't. I'm hearing that is the most important thing that you need to know. Someone is showing up in your dream looking like one person, maybe somebody you don't know, but this is somebody you definitely do know. That's a mask. In your dream, it's a disguise. I just heard fox. A fox. So they think they're being sneaky. They're trying to prove you wrong. They're trying to sneak up from behind you. But that's not to happen to you. Not anymore. What's crowning? You know about this sneaky behind the scenes. What happens behind closed doors is not staying behind closed doors. What happened in the dark is coming to light. Even if it's just through your gifts, through your abilities, through the connections that you have to the other side. I know the microphone picked that up. That was confirmation. The Three of Swords. The table is turning in the near future. All the healing that you've done, somebody's going to feel what they did to you. I almost feel like you were in a space maybe of like hermit mode where you weren't necessarily manifesting. You were just kind of taking time for yourself to heal. Some of you may have fallen off the map. I was hearing that song, I think it's by Drake, Search and Rescue, I think is the name of it, where it's like, there's something in there about take me off the radar, take me off the map. And I'm trying to hit the group chat and tell them to come and rescue me. I feel like the group chat, though, is your spiritual team, and they are coming in to rescue you. And then I was also getting that song, I don't know who sings it or the name of the song, but it's talking about, the part that really stood out to me was, oh, give me a second, sorry. Okay, first of all, I paused at 9:45, which is 9:09, and I'm going to reshuffle so you don't think that I tampered with the cards. But it was, I did it again. See, something's messing with it. Now suddenly you're asking for it back. Could you tell me, where'd you get the nerve? I don't really care how bad it hurts when you broke me first. You don't care how bad it hurts. That, to me, coming from somebody that channels as high as you do, clearly an earth angel, is concerning. It's concerning. Nothing more, nothing less, just concerning, because of course you care. But the fact of the matter is that somebody made you go numb. I'm picking up. Damn. I'm picking up Lilith energy. Someone made you go numb. Like, you don't feel bad for what it is that they're going through. I feel like a lot of that is that disconnect, right? In order to truly heal, you have to really cut the cord. So you've really disconnected, yes, but don't disconnect with the other things around you that you do still need to connect with. Throughout the healing process, you're going to cry and it's not going to affect you as much, but for you to go numb, you're not feeling the low lows, but you're also not going to be feeling the high highs. That's concerning. And I feel like you have high rank. I'm hearing high ranking entities work with you. And there are some of them that know not to mess with you. You've made yourself known. You are so well known in the spiritual realm. I'm getting much more so than you are here on the earthly plane. You are recognized. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, somebody doesn't like that you were kind of forced into this numbness. And I do kind of feel like this is a protection bubble, because you're not meant to hurt. You're not meant to be stooped or ostracized or broken down by others that have their own path, need to stay in their own lane, essentially. But because you're not giving access to these people anymore, they can't merge into your lane. There's a divider here. There's a bubble of protection around you. And I feel like whatever they're trying to throw at you, it's bouncing off of this bubble and it's kind of going right back to them, right? It's like I said with that other message, it's a return to sender before some of you don't even realize what's coming your way. This tells me you know exactly what it's about. You know exactly who this person is. I'm getting a lot of evil eye and jealousy off of this person. And underneath it all, you know. Tell me that's the Hierophant. Oh, it's the Six of Wands. Part of their karma is to watch you be successful, all because they tried to tear you down. They tried to manipulate you, control you. I'm hearing, mess with your head. It's almost like they tried to take a blender to your brain spiritually. Now I'm hearing your heart emotionally. I don't like this. Let's move on. Fears, worries, concerns. They would be worried about that because there is a future for you. Exactly. This is somebody who sees things. You have premonitions. You have visions, not just in the dream space either. Not just while you're sleeping. You have visions. You are very connected. Again, you are, I kind of want to say an ascended master, but I feel like you don't like that term because it's too much. It's too much. I get it. That's why you have the ability to do what you do, because you don't disrespect it. You don't abuse it. You give it the weight that it deserves. Anyways, fears, worries, concerns is that you have these messages, you have these breakthroughs, and you continue moving forward away from whatever this toxicity is. You see it for what it is. You see them and their little illusions and masks, and you see right through all of it. Okay, and some of them are scared that you're going to talk about that. You need to write a book. There is somebody that needs to write a book. I say that all the time. I'm also getting poetry. Maybe that's what your book is. I'm also getting share your story online as well. Like, there's a lot of different ways that you're doing this. Some of you are writing it out in music. Be very cautious with that. There are some entities surrounding that industry that, like, be careful with that. Okay. Also, there's a warning not to be projecting onto others in your music, but instead connect and heal. That's what it's about. It's about helping others to heal through your experience. I'm also getting, okay, there's a connection with, really? With Eminem on that. I don't know. That could be personal, that could be specific. It's some kind of connection you have with M to that. Anyways, that made me feel really uncomfortable. Wow. See, and that, so how others in the universe is viewing you, I'm getting it's kind of the same thing. Like, others are watching you be independent and receiving the blessings, bonuses even. I'm hearing there's a lot of luck on your side right now. There are a couple of lucky instances where you are going to be at the right place at the right time, and you don't even realize the blessing that you just walked into, or the type of conversation that you are about to have, or as you're having it. I feel like there's this level, because you're numb. So when you first have this fated meeting conversation, something is going to spark while you're still numb. But as you kind of like activate and come back, allow yourself to feel again. There's something about walls crumbling down, like you don't need as many boundaries as you have. You're making it impossible. And it's a protection safety mechanism. There's something about your nervous system is connected to all of this. Something about your health and your body. As you no longer have these physical ailments, as long as, yeah, it's like your body is healing, your nervous system is healing, and wow, that's like the physical representation of the spiritual work and the real emotional, mental, physical, spiritual healing that you are doing. That is going to be your confirmation. The better and better your body feels, that has direct alignment with how your soul is feeling. Anyways, and then the universe is watching you walk away from all the tension, the turmoil, the crap, and spark, this life coming back. It's being recognized in the physical and the spiritual. And I don't think there's a lot of time in between, which is unusual. But also, I think that's part of the blessing. I think that's part of the you can't deny it. You know? There's almost this instant gratification, immediate karma? Dharma? Something is going to happen really fast. And I feel like it all has to do with you. I kind of want to say coming back to life. Because you've been numb. Let's see what the goal is here. And then I want to get some overall cards too. By the way, this is a Celtic cross spread. What's the goal here? I heard it's been the goal this whole time. The goal hasn't changed. Just the obstacles. It's the obstacles that changed. I really do. I feel like somebody was trying to stand in your way like this, chest puffed out, and the universe like picked him up and said, over here with you. I really feel like the divine steps in and says, you need to stay in your lane here. I mean, as I was describing it earlier, if you've got a lane, 2 lanes, and there's a divider and somebody's trying to cross that divider, if there's any police around, they're absolutely going to pop them lights on, pull somebody over and ask some questions. What the are you doing? That's the authority. The authorities are coming in. What are you doing? You're messing with the natural order of things. Ooh, somebody really screwed up. Somebody really screwed up. But that's their lesson to learn. The only thing you need to do is continue healing, but healing in a way that's healthy. Some of you, I just feel like you've been through so much, or maybe it was a lot back to back at once. And you're like, oh, let me just flip all this off. It's like oh, that's that Aquarius energy. I saw that orb just now. That's that Aquarius energy, though, where you could just turn, yeah, there's so much hopelessness, despair, depression, sadness, hurt, all that. Like, there's so much emptiness that it's like, I don't want to feel it anymore. And you just flip this switch. You choose to hold your emotions and examine them instead of feel them. This is like opposite Cancer energy. Actually, I think that's why Cancers and Aquarians make really, really good friends, because the Aquarius can really teach the Cancer how to observe your feelings instead of feel them all the time. And then the opposite, Cancer can help Aquarius to process their emotions instead of detaching from them so often. I really like those two as friends. They can teach each other a lot, as long as they're healing, right? Anybody toxic is just toxic. Doesn't matter what sign they are. Back to the goal, though. Let's get to the goal, because I don't want to... They're like, no, it was a good point you were making. You're fine. So we're not derailing from the reading here. What is the goal, though? Please and thank you, Spirit. The Chariot, yeah. To keep moving forward. Just stay in your lane, too. Whatever was trying to get in your lane, cut you off, break, and all that. It's, yeah. Distractions be gone, is what I just heard. Distractions be gone. What's the potential outcome? Is the Ace of Swords. Cutting yourself free in that hermit mode, because you have been within and you have walls, you have walls, you have walls. I mean, like layers upon layers. It's, you got the cement poured. You've got a wall of brick right outside of that. And you've got another wall of stones and mud. And like, it's just layer after layer after layer. 2222 in the timestamp. But you've been going within and doing that, addressing what needs to be addressed. Maybe you were putting yourself in a safe zone to where others aren't going to get hurt while you process what you need to process. You know, it's like, I don't know if it's just being in my 30s or what, but relationships, it's a totally different scene. I mean, just the dating pool is so, if somebody's going through something, like, you deal with your stuff and you call me back later, right? Because we've done so much healing and work that, yes, we can help others, but romantically, energetically, you can't really get involved with somebody unless they're on that level. Otherwise, it's just teaching each other lessons, and that's not the same thing as sharing your life with each other. There's a difference between relationship material and friendship material. And I think it becomes a lot more clear when you've done that introspection. For me, happens to be my 30s. I don't know about how it was for you, how it will be for you, wherever you are on that timeline. But this introspection, there's so much healing that you're getting from it. And then comes the Hanged Man. Yep. Again, this is like blockages and stagnant energy. So somebody could have been trying to put you in a dark place, but this whole time you were the light. So you were never actually going to be in a dark place. You were just going to be forced to do more healing and become more of a light and become more aware of your light. Because when you're surrounded by nothing but darkness, all you can see is your light. So here comes the universe to clear that. Wow, now we have the King and Queen of Swords. For some of you, there is a match here. There is a match. Someone, something that suits you. I do think it's a person, to be honest. I do feel like there's someone new coming in, but there's a very important conversation that you're going to be having with this person. I do think that you guys can understand each other in a way that is very unique. And I do think you both are in a very observer energy when you meet, when you come together. You're paying attention, you're observing, but you're not absorbing it all. Again, some of that's going to stem from that numb energy. I also think that you've both made some very recent cuts in your life, physical and all, emotional. Something is still connected to you emotionally. It won't be by the end of this process. If you feel like there's someone or something that you're still somehow connected to, it's still affecting you energetically, that moment is about to pass. That was the blockage. And I think that's what's being removed. I do kind of want to clarify this Magician in reverse. Oh yeah, somebody was absolutely either paying money or using their own supplies to attack you. Yeah. So, I just heard. For somebody very specific, this is a parent that's been doing it since you were born. It is your father. But you've known and you've cut that cord and you've moved on. And it was the hardest cord. This is the biggest lesson of your life, which means the biggest blessings are coming into. Not the biggest, but definitely some of the higher ranking, because you are. I'm getting like a whole conversation from a spirit guide. The Strength card, you overcame it. You were stronger than what they were putting on you. Yeah, your gifts, they didn't know how strong you were. They didn't know who you were. They didn't know all of what you were capable of. Some of these walls around, that's why you're so comfortable putting walls around you. That's why you're so comfortable being on your own. Because the Divine's always had certain layers of protection that have always and will always be on you. You're used to boundaries. You're used to walls. Somebody wanted you to tear them down. You trusted them and regretted that shit real quick. Over time. But you came back. You bounced back. Stronger. And better than ever, baby. You're walking with and through faith now. Nine of Cups. Big blessings. Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Nines are the most powerful solo number there is. The Hermit is also a 9. 999. You also have a lot of 8s. And 111. The Moon card with the Lovers and the 8 of Pentacles. Don't tell everybody what you know spiritually. There are some things you do need to keep to yourself. Also, why you have this overwhelming sense of, I need to protect myself right now. Don't protect yourself so much that you miss a blessing that's coming in. A relationship that might potentially be something. Actually, more than just potentially. It's guaranteed to be something important. Helpful. I feel like this is somebody that's going to be around for the rest of... Yeah. This is like the friend that you've been waiting for. You weren't even sure they existed anymore. You were giving up hope on it. Again, that numb energy. This person impacts you in a very powerful way. You are going to be a little bit worried about letting them in, though. I'm hearing that'll kind of wean itself out over time. And this person will be patient with you. They understand because they've been there before, too. Again, with the whole conversations that I'm hearing. 18 makes a 9 as well. something about mutable energy, but I kind of feel like that's whoever the person or these people were that were putting or entities that were putting obstacles up in your path here. I feel like they're being muted. They're being silenced. They're being removed. Cut those contracts, release it, let it go, call back your energy, transmute it, let it do what it does. Something about moldavite as well. It's one of the crystals that doesn't even come from our planet. It comes from meteorites. Be very careful with that crystal. It is the most powerful crystal I have personally ever worked with. If you're still clinging on to something, that crystal will wipe it right off the... Like it's a freaking chalkboard, man. Wipe it right off of there. Like, if you're trying to hold something up so it's still standing, that crystal will tower it right out of the... It's like a whole demo team, whether you're ready for it or not. Here they come. And then brings us back to the very beginning. We've come full circle. Yeah, the work that you chose to do is very difficult in this lifetime, but it absolutely comes with its blessings. And you are a blessing. And if people fail to recognize that, that is their bad, and they'll learn. Oh, wait, no, these cards go here. Yes, that's right. Because you are not to be... That made me cry. You are not to be lost and forgotten anymore. Yo, that hits home. I feel you on that. You're not alone. And we got this. Fuck them. Don't need them. Seriously. That's that numbness. You grow out of that. And you no longer feel that way. And you do still want good things for these people, even though they put you through what they put you through. That's because you have humility. You have compassion. You have that love vibration that they don't. It's the whole reason why they attacked you. Somebody's ego did not want you to be who you are. Obstacles. Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Yeah. With this past energy that your soul remembers. Could be stuff from a past life that you and this soul, this spirit, this entity just have not hashed out yet. I'm telling you, this is a big door that you're closing. This is huge. Turning of tables and everything. Like... Any other lessons here? Any other lessons here? Or messages? We have Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces on the board. For anybody that still feels like there may be something else you can do, there's not. Your work here is done. You've done the work, now you need to relax. That Four of Swords energy. You've done everything that you could have possibly done in regards to helping this person is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you were their chance, their opportunity to clear their karmic slate. You were their chance at redemption, salvation. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. In regards to that situation, absolutely. Is that why I feel you have a crap ton of them? Yeah, absolutely. And as you feel comfortable and safe enough to let them come down, you will. But there is a level of rejection here. This rejection is actually divine protection. Whether you rejected them or they rejected you, this needs to be a finale. Like this needs to be done. For good, for good. And keep those specific boundaries up with that specific person, situation, entity. But again, I feel like you've done all the work you need to do. Backup is on the way. Somebody could actually be getting arrested. I do have to, with the cards that I see out here, somebody could actually be charged and put away for a long time. Somebody could really have gotten themselves in some legal trouble. There's something about surveillance here. You're not the only one that has proof, that has evidence. There are others, and they are willing to step forward, should you ask. Actually, I think the police are getting involved with that too. Somebody's noticing. It's like there's a neighbor or a store, or there's something that has cameras that did capture some kind of movement. It feels like outside, something about traffic, foot traffic, or like actual vehicles on the road. Something about traffic. Maybe traffic lights. Oh, master number 33. I meet resistance with kindness. I feel like this has been a long time coming. I feel like you were scared to make these cuts. For some of you, the divine finally did it for you because it was just time. You had too big of a heart to do what you needed to do to protect yourself. You were more willing to try and protect others, even though it was really hurting them karmically. A lot of you really put your foot down and stood your truth, stood your ground. That's what I think happened. I think for so long, you put up with it, you dealt with it, you just kind of, bit the bullet. This probably did feel like a war. It was. And it was a lot more spiritual than they might realize. You know, though. I forgive and let go with loving ease. 15, which breaks down to a 6. I forgive and let go with loving ease. You still care about these people. It's like as you turn your emotions back on, as you allow yourself to feel again, or trust again, open up again, go back out into the world again, whatever it is for you specifically, you're more comfortable with your own intuition. You're more comfortable with the decisions that you make, with I want to say with the energies around you, even if they're new, you're more comfortable. You've evolved spiritually. Pay attention for ascension symptoms. I'm so serious, by the way. Accelerated ascension symptoms, actually, because we have the 8 of Wands and the Chariot. That's a lot at once. Or back to back to back to back to back. That's a lot. And the 6 at the bottom of the deck. Collaboration brings more sweetness into my life and into the world. You're feeling a lot more comfortable with your surroundings. It's almost like the splitting of the worlds that you hear everybody in the spiritual community talk about. This is an ascension. Not everybody can go with you. You had to release some people, some things, maybe a job, maybe an old way of going about some kind of routine or whatever it is. You're letting go of something that was so freaking hard to let go of. But you're about to feel a lot better because of it. What's wild to me is some of the very same things that we are meant to do, accomplish, are some of the most difficult to bring ourselves to do. I don't fully understand why that is, but it is becoming more and more apparent that that is a thing. Congratulations, you've made it to the other side. I'm going to leave it here. I hope this message helps who it needs to, how it needs to. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay beautiful.